deep breath and welcome to the Shark Tank.
Hi, I'm Leanna Larson,
I'm Sarah Barrett.
and ours is the solar powered aluminum can heater.
Yeah. So our brand name is You Can Heat, and our product is a solar-powered aluminum can heater panel. The investment we're looking for is $100,000 for 20% equity. And we're a one-year-old business, and our production is located in San Francisco, California, and our product can be ordered online. We're a regional business looking to expand nationally, and the investment would be for advertising to get word out about our product and attract more business.
So the solar heater is composed of a wooden frame, and it contains recycled aluminum aluminum cans painted black, and they're enclosed with a screen of plexiglass. And the panels come in different sizes, and our most popular size is 2 by 4 feet.
So how it works is there's a small solar-powered circulating fan located in the bottom by the vent, and it pulls in the cold air from your room. And the air passes through the heated up cans, and then the warm air is deposited back into the room through the top vent. And as time goes on, the more cold air is replaced, so the room temperature increases. And the average lifespan of these panels is 20 years.
So in our first year of business, we sold 1,000 panels, obtaining a net worth of $150,000. With the help of advertising, our expected earnings for next year is from $200,000 to $300,000. So considering this and your investment of $100,000, you will see a return in 2 to 3 years. The heaters can raise the temperature between 60 and 75 degrees. It's a really effective way to heat a room and assist heating your house. And running on solar energy, it saves you an abundance of money from heating bills.
Any questions?
Yeah, do you guys have anything that tells you what kind of energy is generated by these things?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just wondering, on an average day, how many kilowatts these things put out? Or do you guys have an average of what these things put off for energy consumption, or?
Do you have that? I remember reading about it, but all we remember is that on average, like especially on a sunny day, it will raise the temperature in the can from 60 to 75 degrees.
60 to 75 degrees, okay.
And how much do each one of these units cost? Like maybe like how much do each one of them cost?
It costs $350 to produce, and then $500 is what we're selling them for.
And is that for a certain size or?
Yeah, that's for the
For like the
average
2 by 4 or
yeah,
whatever?
yes.
Okay.
So, did I hear, I thought you said that you sold 1,000 for 150,000? What did I miss that?
Yeah,
That
in the
was-
first year, we
Yeah.
sold 1,000 panels and obtained the net worth of $150,000.
That was subtracting the costs of producing.
Okay.
So how'd you guys start up? What money or how'd you start your company? Where'd you come up with your money?
We took out a loan, and we had some money of our own saved up.
Okay. And so why can't you take that $150,000 that you already have? Why do you need $100,000?
We're looking to use the $100,000 for advertisement, and we're using the rest for more supplies, to our network for more supplies, but we're using the investment for advertising.
What kind of advertisement do you guys see using this product, and how would you like to invest your advertising dollars?
We
Like-
kind of want to split it up, maybe do some commercial. I can also see it in magazines
enlightened on the technology, or what's gonna stop somebody from stealing your idea or
Well,
coming in and just
so
doing something
far-
similar?
So far, everything that we've seen about it, people just make it at home, but there's not any competition business-wise yet of people actually producing it and selling it. Usually they just have videos on YouTube on how to make them yourself.
Okay.
So do you know what a patent would cost?
No.
If you were to get one? And how, and I might have missed that, how much does that heat? How many square feet? Is it
Well, usually what we've read upon is that it heats the whole entire room, and it can also assist heating the house. And the heat also rises in case, like, for if you have an upstairs, that assists heating the upstairs too. That's what we know about it though.
You said, I'm sorry, you said a room, and then what did you say about the rest of the house?
It assists heating the rest of the house, but it'll heat the entire room that it's located on the wall.
Okay.
Do you guys have a supplier for all these used cans? Are you buying them, or are you guys just collecting them from recycled people? What's your plan, or what have you done so far?
We've collected them and we've bought them. It depends on the demand.
Okay.
Do you have any sales or any, not sales, but do you have any like pending orders through your company?
I don't know how to answer that.
It's all right.
So far, the units you sold last year of having 1,000, was that sold directly from like your brick and mortar store or online, or do you
A
guys have
website.
your website?
Mhm.
Do you guys have any type of deal in place with like Home Depot or Lowe's?
Mhm.
Not currently?
Not currently.
Okay.
Yeah, just a website.
So when I was looking at that picture, I was wondering for, let's say, for the real estate, like the home buyer, if I had a place that was for sale with a gigantic black box on the side of the house next to the front door,
Yeah, that's the word.
some housewives or husbands might have a little bit of an issue with that. Have you done anything to maybe, do you have any ideas, or have you customized this to homes, or could that go in a different spot?
It can. I mean, it can go anywhere and it can go on the roof. It's kind of like if you see a solar panel or someone has solar panels, you're kind of like, oh, okay, they're one of those people. It's kind of like that, and we can also paint them different colors also. And
Okay.
a lot of people hopefully have like maybe plants right here or something that you can maybe cover it up with.
Good try.
Maybe not put it right next to the door, but that was just a picture, just to kind of show what it was.
So would it cost more if it was on the roof? Because I think what Toby said is, it's pretty distracting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would.
So it would cost more?
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, the installation, you would have to run the tubings through your walls to get the cold air from the bottom. So it would be more of a bigger installation.
So it draws air from like floor level?
Yes.
Okay.
Who would you say your target client would be for this product?
Probably people that are interested in solar energy and, or people that are interested in saving money on heating bills. But that's probably the biggest one.
But do we know approximately how much they would save on heating bills?
Well, you wouldn't have to crank up the heat in your house, especially in the one room, because it's running on solar energy, you don't have to worry about the heating at all.
How, if somebody is willing to spend $500 on one of your units, how long do you think it's gonna take for them to kind of get that money back? Is kind of what I think we're wondering, so. If we're saving $50 a year on a heating bill or $100 a year, do you guys have maybe any idea? Just because I think would be a big selling point to whoever you're gonna sell to, that, you know, that's gonna pay itself off in 1 or 2 years, and then it has a 20-year lifespan, you know, then you're basically getting free heat for the next
Yeah,
15 years or 18 years or however long.
yeah. Well, after I don't know, it depends on how much their heating bill is,
Okay,
but it would, I guess it would be kind of compensating it for the first few years, but then afterwards, that's just like you said, like 15 years of just free heat.
okay.
I think, I'd be willing to make you an offer on this, but I think a 20% equity is pretty cheap because you yourself just told me that most people will make these on their own off of the YouTube video. So I think your projected earnings are a little bit steep and maybe a little optimistic, growing your company twice the size in 1 year. So I think that I would be more interested in making an offer at $100,000 for 50% equity in your company, so that I know that I'd recover my money faster than what you've come up with here. And that's assuming that you could even keep your sales at $150,000. Is that a no or a maybe or?
It's a pondering.
It's a maybe, all right, good enough.
If I was to do something similar, are you guys offering an investor first money back, or? So as far as when you guys go ahead and make money, if I invest, are you guys willing to go ahead and do it where you, since we're putting up all the dollars or a good amount, where we get our money back first and then you go ahead and get your money back? Is that something?
Yeah, because we crunched the numbers for our projected earnings, and it was 75 grand within the first year, so we were planning on the return first.
On, okay,
Returning your money first.
returning our money
Yeah.
first, okay.
So how much of the money would you keep it for yourselves?
Not the rest.
None, none. So if you don't have any money to run this company,
We have our net worth, our 150,000 for the first year of business.
okay.
How much actual money do you guys have in the bank right now? I know you're worth 150,000, but how much actual cash do you have?
That was the actual.
That is actual, okay.
Yeah, that was subtracting the cost of production.
And then you guys have, how many employees and how many, like, an actual factory right now where you're making these?
Yeah, it's actually a really small amount of
Okay.
employees.
What does that cost?
Um, the minimum wage.
So if you have a fixed cost with your factory and you're gonna try and double production, we're probably gonna have to double employees. Do you guys have any idea how much more that's gonna cost?
No, not really.
Okay.
If you guys had a patent, and if it was, they could be placed on the roof, I'd be interested, but truthfully, I just don't think I am.
Ross, Mr. Wonderful, what are you thinking over there?
I think I'd be interested in making an offer. I think I see these a little bit different than what you guys are thinking about for them, but my idea, I think, would be to get these in the hands of folks down in Central America or some other areas that don't have access to the required, heating things. But also setting it up potentially into a for nonprofit. So what I would do for you guys is I would give you the 100,000 but I would want to have perpetuity on sales, so I would essentially want $50 per unit sold. And that would, you know, continue through the life of the term. And then when you guys pay me back the 100,000 that I give to you, I can actually, I would say I would drop that down to 25. So it would end up being, you know, once I hit that 100,000, I get $25 for every unit that's sold. And I would actually get those in the hands of sales reps and try to get that also marketed towards amnesty groups of some sort. So that would be my offer.
I like this. I actually never even thought about like the places that didn't have access to heat and how this would be a pretty great option.
So do you want to take my offer?
Yes.
All right, let's shake on it. Let's shake on it. Nicely done, ladies. Good job. All right, ladies, nicely done. You guys can now go relax and exhale.
Sorry, man.
Dang it, Ross.
He got you.
I'm gonna rake it in there for a couple years. It's hard to listen and calculate at the same time.
Yeah.
Or
Listen,
trying to
your job is to go out and start rumors and myths about how brutal it is in here.
Brutal. Yeah, that's hard to think about questions and then trying to,
Calculate on the go.
yeah, try to actually come up with a good proposal.
A lot of brain work on both sides.
Profile thing before they take it down.
Yeah, I'm sure there's breaks in the show.
Yeah.
Where they like
Okay, now the cameras are up.
whip
Till we
out,
get down.
they probably have their accountants sitting there with them.
Yeah.